All right, it's time for a little review. Haven't done one in a while, but I just haven't had the time. But I do have some cool stuff that I want to put out there, and this is one of them. This is the Epiphone Thunderbird. It's not a Gibson, even though right now you can't really tell what it is because I've got the truss rod cover off. I'm not a big fan of those. I just kind of got through setting it up, and still not sure I got it where I want it. So I'm not going to put it back on until kind of get it where I want it. And I may not put it back on at all because I just hate taking them off, putting them on when you want to adjust it. So, and I do have a hipshot bass extender on here, which I like. Get that drop D. And it is the bolt-on model. It's the cheap, entry level Epiphone Thunderbird 4 or whatever. I think it's just doesn't have any special name to it. Personally, I like a bolt-on. I like the fact that it allows you a little more setup versatility. Maybe you can shim the neck if you need to. If you've got a set or a set through or whatever, well, you can't shim the neck. So, and if I were to break the neck, well, I could replace it. A lot easier to replace. And they say bolt-on gives you a little more punch or something. I don't know. Maybe it does. It's got the factory pickups. I did replace the bridge. That was my least favorite thing about this bass when I got it. I had played the other models. I had played they've got an active version. They've got one that's got American Gibson pickups in it. And they're both great. But I knew I was probably going to do a few things, and I was like, I'm just going to buy the cheaper one. I want the bolt-on, kind of like that better anyway. And it's beautiful. The finish is great. The fretwork's really good. I mean, it's made in China, but the Chinese instruments have come a long way from when I first started playing bass. Back in the probably I started playing guitar in about 95, 96, and I started playing bass in the late 90s. So since then they've really gotten a lot better. This is as nice a bass as the ones that they're making in Korea, Indonesia, stuff like that. So. But it's still a mass-produced bass. It's nothing real special, but for the money, I think it's great. But the bridge, I didn't like it. It was the old traditional 3-point, Gibson-style bass bridge, and it didn't really touch the body, but in those 3 points, this one touches is completely flush against the body, and it just makes a huge difference with the sustain and the kind of the depth of the tone. Like the other one kind of sounded kind of hollow. I don't know how to describe it, but you just kind of have to hear the difference. I should have done a before and after, and I didn't. I've still got that bridge. I guess I could put it back on and do that, but I might do that later. But this one allows for more adjustability too in your intonation and tuning and setting it up. So it's just a better bridge. It's about $100. It's from Hipshot. I don't remember the model. I think it's about the only one they make for a Thunderbird. And when I ordered it, I wasn't sure if it would fit the Epiphone because I think it just said Thunderbird, or it might have said Gibson Thunderbird. I didn't know. You figured the bolts would be in the same place, but I just didn't know, so I kind of took a chance. But no, it is. It's the same. So if you've been thinking about buying one, and it says it's for a Gibson, it'll fit the Epiphone. And it's a huge upgrade. I mean, it's a big chunk of, I don't know if it's aluminum or what, but it's a big chunk of metal up against the wood, and it's nice, and it helps a little bit with the neck dive. I mean, not. Since I put the hipshot on here, it puts a little more weight on this end now too, so it's kind of I don't know. But, it does put a little more weight on this end, probably. But, because, these basses have a little neck dive. But, and I have wired mine a little different. I do this with most of my basses that come with 2 volume knobs. I don't like 2 volumes. Any bass that has 2 pickups, I'm going to run it, both pickups, full on, all the time. That's just for the things that I play, for the praise band, things like that. That tone just works best for me. I don't switch between pickups, and I like to be able to have one volume to fade in and out. I don't have a volume pedal. I had one, but I like doing this better. And it also allows you to do kind of some swells. You can kind of. I don't know if you can hear that really, but kind of light touching it. But it allows you to do that kind of stuff too. So I take every bass that doesn't have like a single volume knob, with a blend that has just 2 separate volumes, and I wired up to 1 volume. I have one bass that I even just took the tone out completely too, because I don't really use the tone knob much. On this one I do sometimes, because um, I will roll it back just a touch maybe, but like on a lot of my Fender basses or Squire basses, I just run a volume and that's it, because that's all I really need. And that may not be for you, but that's how this one is. So I can't switch between pickups or anything, but here it is. This is so both pickups full on, tone full on. Here's kind of the sound you get with this bridge, and these are some steel strings I've got on it. I can't remember if they're DR or Diodario. I don't remember. I think they're DR, but I could be wrong. And then we'll do some pick stuff too. Kind of messed up on that one. Been a while since I played that riff. But so you kind of got, and I've kind of got it, like I said, the setup, still a little bit of some string noise and some grindiness, but I kind of like that. So I don't know if I'll change it or not, but. So that's kind of a pick sound, and here's some more finger style. Just and it really just rings out a lot more than it used to. Just, I don't know, I'd like the sound. This bridge just really made a big difference to me. Not that you would slap on a Thunderbird, but it's not terrible though. I'm actually playing through a guitar amp right now. It's a Line 6 Spider 415. So it's a little 8-inch speaker guitar amp. But at lower volumes, it sounds really good on bass. It's kind of what I use at home for practice. Go back to the pick. Got a good sound. I really dig it. More finger stuff. Let's see. I just really like it. I'll roll the tone back a little bit. This is I don't know, about halfway or something. Kind of roll it all the way off now. So you can get really just dark with the tone off. Then here's the hipshot. I'll just kind of, it's in D now. It should be. Yeah, it's right. Sometimes that thing, they say you can kind of set them and don't have to worry about them, but every now and then I find it gets a little out. But it's close enough, especially in a live setting where you've got to switch real quick. You're playing something and just, and then the next song you're like, oh, drop the E, so you can. So it makes it quick to change. I put them on a good many of my basses. I don't have them. I used to have it on all of them. I've sold some and got some other ones, and this is the only one that has the hipshot on it right now, which I do have a 5-string, so it doesn't need one. But I just think it sounds really good. I don't know what else I might end up doing to it. I thought about changing the pickups when I first bought it, but I think most of that was just the bridge that I wasn't happy with. I may end up changing the pickups, but I just don't know yet. I'm pretty happy with it the way it is now. So That's it. That's the Epiphone, the cheap $2.99 one at most places. You can probably think you can find them used from Guitar Center and Sam Ash and Craigslist and wherever for, gosh, less than 200. So the worst thing about this bass is it's hard to find a case for it. I've got a case that fits most my will fit any kind of Fender style bass, even fits my Ibanez 5 string. Won't fit this. Uh, the headstock's kind of long, the oblong kind of shape of the body. You have to buy a Thunderbird case. Now there may be some oversized cases or something out there. I don't know. You could try them out, but that's the worst thing is finding a case for it. But Epiphone and Gibson both make Thunderbird cases, so it's not that big of a deal. But I'll play a little bit more, and I think that'll be it for this video. So that is the Epiphone Thunderbird. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to ask. And I'll see you later. Thanks for watching.